Andy, it's you now. What are you gonna do?
Keep dodging and running. That's about all I can do.
Right, I'm going to give you a 9 threshold at the moment because there's a little bit of shit going down here. And
Yeah.
it's a bit distracting to have your crew members blow each other's brains out and stab each other in the middle of a fight while you're trying to concentrate.
Yeah.
Turns out that's really, really bad for the concentration.
Yeah, a little bit.
Turns out. Who
At
knew?
least Zora did it quietly. Knife was conscious of the...
Yeah, I mean, I think at least is a stretch there, personally, but, fair enough.
You know what? I'm going to spend a single luck point.
Uh-huh.
That's going to make it 4.
Okay. Fighters, do 3 more damage to your shields.
Ah!
They aren't going to stop that quickly. Either way, they are not going to stop that quickly.
Yeah.
It takes a minute for, like not a literal minute, like a few seconds for an order like that.
Everything to get through,
yeah. Yeah, if it was going to take a minute, your shield would definitely be gone by the time that happens. The main gun is also going to fire at you. That's another 1 hit on your shield. That was terrible.
2.
You've got 3 left. 3. The defensive gunners are going to fire at you. And 1 hit. Finally, a laser cannon actually made contact with your shield for more than about half a second.
Employed the stormtroopers.
One of them? No. It's like an actual laser weapon works. Like you have to focus it on the place for a period of time. One of them has actually seemed to have figured out your instinctive patterns, Andy, a little bit, and been able to sort of predict and follow you. Either that or they just have great reactions. Either way is good. And that brings us round to Akakak.
So can I make it to the bridge and perform a medical check on...
No way.
Okay.
No way. Because you are Akakak, you can make it to the bridge.
Okay.
And then next turn you can do a medical check for free.
Alright, I make it to the bridge.
You are running the length of your ship in under 6 seconds, and only because you're Akakak.
Then I do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that brings us back...
I get an action and a move on a turn, right?
You're doing a double move here.
Okay, gotcha.
Definitely. No doubt. I mean, the ship is at least 30 meters long minimum, and speed is 1 meter, per speed. So you're going over 30 meters. I'm actually sort of bending. I'm bending
Space.
the rules because I think fine kind of it's not far off, and making it take 2 turns for you is a bit unfair. So I'm going with that. So you just basically leg it. You rush down that central passageway as fast as you can to get all the way to the bridge. The captains. What are you doing, Zora?
I am going to aid Akakak in... I'm going to roll charisma to aid Akakak so that when he makes this medical check, hopefully...
Wait, no.
No. That would help you in this case, yes.
Okay.
Only engineering.
Yeah, because it's not engineering, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 1, 2... It's only 2 successes.
Did you roll any 1s?
No, no. Apparently these dice don't like 1s.
You did now. You rolled 2 1s and no successes.
Can I use a luck point?
You can't use a luck point on a bad luck point, and I can't use a bad luck point on a luck point either.
That feels fair. I like that.
Yeah. So, you rolled a moderate fumble. So what happens? I just love this narratively. Akakak, you will run onto the bridge in a moment. You will see Zora with her hand. The knife is still in James's neck. Your captain has literally murdered someone, and as far as you can see, your captain also killed Ysal because he's just been shot in the head, and there's a gun on the floor next to James. So as far as your conclusion, as far as you can tell, Zora just killed 2 people of your crew, or well, the rescuee and 1 of your crew, for no apparent reason, and seems incredibly blasé about it. And it's
No
just
fighting.
Is talking
CT
is
dice
talking
roll.
free?
Talking is going to be free, but you haven't walked in yet. I'm going to give you a second to think about it while I deal with the piloting. So we're back to the pilot. Where are you at?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Come on. Am I still at a 9?
You are still at a 9. You're still at a 9. Things are not going well.
Oh God.
We might die, guys.
Might.
Yeah.
We died 6 minutes ago.
There's a drop. There's a pod. I might be able to escape.
There is an escape pod.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the black box with me.
That honestly wasn't good even if I wasn't at 9. 1.
Cool, you've got 1 defense. The fighters are going to open fire. See how they do. Oh, that's all right. 3 hits on your shield. Your shield is down.
So that's 1
And
hull
you
damage.
hear one hit the hull. 1 round hit the hull. Which
There went the shields.
it just scrapes it, but it doesn't do any damage, unfortunately for me. Their offensive gunner misses entirely because the captain was a bit distracted at the time and yelling, "No, keep firing," or something on their bridge. And the captain rolled a fumble. So we are at Akakak now. You run on the bridge. Talking is a free action. Go.
Andy, advice.
Save the duck.
And there we go. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, roll me an intelligence and medicine. You use your medical kit, which you are carrying.
Zora just still like knife, just carrying on.
Yeah,
Um,
still standing there with a knife in
There's
the
an important file somewhere.
threshold 7, right?
Yeah. There's
Nothing.
Oh man.
No ones
Nothing.
either. No ones?
No, just nothing above a 7, no ones.
He's really hurt. He's been shot in the head. That's it's sort of, you don't quite know what to do when someone gets shot in the head. That's usually they're dead when they're shot in the head. So you're like, by the way, Ysal, you've probably taken 2 more health damage by now because I think a couple of turns have passed. That's the end of the second turn because Akakak immediately ran for the bridge. That was the first turn. He's just looked at you. Yeah, Akakak, you look at this and go, Andy, he's been shot in the head. I think he's dead.
Prognosis. He's dead.
Make him not dead.
Yeah. Medical, just fix him. We need him back up. I need to know what he knows.
That sounds like you are doing your captainy bonus to Akakak again. They are not ceasing fire. They are trying to blow you out of the sky still.
6 successes because I exploded on 3 dice, but 1-1. Just
Okay.
I've used up your what's
6.
it point of view. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I've used my bad luck points now. I can't do anything to you, so you're good.
And Zora just puts out over the comms again once more to the glowworm. She says, "You've had your 6 seconds. If you've not made up your decision, it's going to be too late because, well, Dot gave you a warning and the message will be going out." And she is fully bluffing, but she kind of hopes that...
Charisma and persuasion, please.
I was hoping you weren't going to ask for that, but we'll go with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to try and bluff someone. I'm going to make you roll for it.
I am going to spend a luck point. Did I need to roll the 2 dice, or is it just 2?
You usually roll first, see how you do, and then decide. And I don't have any bad luck points right now, so I can't do anything about that. So I'm not going to stop you.
I'm going to spend a luck point anyway. That will be 5 successes.
Okay, right. I know what's going to happen. The fighters are going to fire at your comms system. Your antenna or whatever.
Mhm.
Because they want to blow that off. And I'm afraid they have destroyed your comms system. Your
that just-
antenna no longer exists.
Well, that was rude.
Valid comment, I think.
Zora's just like,
pilot.
I'm whatever that file is, it's not going anywhere now.
Or you've got a short-range laser communication left. You've lost your large distance comms. Right. We are coming to the end of the session here. I do not believe that you are going to avoid your ship being blown up, and I think that it would be. I think all three of you who are conscious would be well aware of this fact. So what I suggest is we find out what you're doing as a result of knowing your ship is about to blow up.
I am of two minds. We can surrender and hope. We tell them that the two people who have whatever this thing is are dead. Or
one thing for Andy's benefit, because you would know this.
Yeah.
Remember, they are a Smirtios security cruiser firing on a Smirtios security search and rescue vehicle.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it's unlikely. Yeah,
they can't ever let anyone know that this happened.
Yeah. My other thought, because we're not going to get away, maybe I can take him with us.
You want to ram?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to say that out loud?
Yeah. Like these are our options. We can surrender, guys, which is not going to fly, or I can ram them and try to, and maybe we take them with us, Captain.
The ships are approximately the same mass. I mean, you're a bit smaller, but there's not a lot in it.
Yeah.
And with your piloting skills, you probably know exactly where to hit their ship to have a good likelihood of destroying it.
ram them? Try and hit their docking bay.
This is going to be an interesting boarding action. All right. Aye, Captain.
Okay. That's a choice. Akakak, you become pretty aware the ship is about to blow up, but you have been told by the captain to try to save Yosol.
Can I jump in, having done some reading? Because I know my medkit's got medical intervention gel in it.
Yes. It's not really designed for being shot in the head. I'm going with narratively. Like, Akakak looks at this and goes, he's dead. It's a corpse. Why are you asking me to bring a corpse back to life?
Even would Akakak no, and just go, okay, and just apply some magic cream to...
What I'm saying is, if he were to apply the magic cream, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't make any difference, no. Just
like,
would...
he needs to do something more interventionalist.
Yeah.
Narratively speaking, you've been shot in the head. I rolled a 10 on the damage. You're in big trouble.
Fix it, Akakak.
You can roll an intelligence and medicine. You are rolling on 10s because you believe he is dead. You're trying to do everything you've been told, but you believe he is dead. There's certainly water leaking out everywhere as well as blood. Well, it's a water-filled suit, right? Salt water everywhere. Yeah. It's not going to do any good for the circuitry. Tell you that for free. You remember to roll your extra 6 dice, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to spend a luck point, but we don't need you. How many bad luck points do you have right now?
1.
You have 1? I'm not giving you 2. That's 1 success.
You are not making progress with the dead body. He's dead.
Flapping the arms up and down.
You are very, very sure that he's very dead.
He is an ex-squid. He has ceased to be.
Yes, he's fallen off his perch, you might say. Wiring him back on it won't help.
All right.
Andy, you're
Yep.
going to try and collide with their docking bay.
Yeah.
For the record, Andy, you do not believe that you're just going to end up rammed in their ship. It's probably going to destroy your ship, and
Yep.
you do not believe that it is going to leave you the opportunity to run onto theirs.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for the yeah.
You mentioned a
Yeah.
boarding action, that's why I'm asking. You could try and
Yeah.
slow your relative speed and try and scrape in or whatever, and try and
Yeah.
dock.
No.
That's quite different.
In better times, Captain, that might have been a good idea. Right now, I gotta go for the engine. I gotta go for the reactor. And I'm just gonna like flip the comms back on. So, y'all's is some sons of bitches, and something. You ain't taking the skies from me. Let's go.
Like, at least on the wind, yeah. Zora,
Yeah.
I assume you're running from the escape pod.
Yes, but I want to take Yasil or James with me.
A Ysal is going to be lighter, but you are not very strong.
I want to take Yasil with me. I don't know what he's got, or yeah, I don't know what Yasil's got in his head, but
you would
Important question.
Give me 1 second. You will not be able to access what's in his head
I appreciate that.
without him alive. Like, no one has ever succeeded. The generally considered the smartest guy in the consortium, Elliot Dragan, the CEO of Open Technology, who make the implants and who designed the cranial implant, cannot do it.
Gosh darn it. Yasil,
So
why did
it's
you have to
quite
get shot in the head?
It's quite hard to get that information. If you want to try and drag Ysal, you will roll a double strength and you will have to get 5 successes to move Ysal to the escape pod, and it will certainly slow your exit.
Yeah, Zora's going to leg it to the escape pod.
I thought you might.
Coward!
If she can take the black box with her, she will. But I'm assuming it's like buried and probably
It's
inaccessible.
buried in engineering somewhere, yeah. Andy, sorry, you had a question.
Yeah, am I back to 7s for this roll?
You are not. I mean, no. I'm sticking you on 9s. There's too much distraction going on.
That's fine. Had to check because I had some numbers there.
No, you know what? I take it back. You've resolved that you are going to do this, even if it means dying. No,
Especially if it means dying.
I've changed my mind. I'm going to give you 7s.
Okay. In that case, it is 5 successes.
5. Okay.
If you have any remaining luck points, just spend them.
I only had the 1.
Yeah, Andy doesn't have
Andy's not a lucky guy.
Akakak,
Clearly.
Akakak, what are you going to do? You see Zora run off. Andy's crashing the ship.
In the first action of the day that I am doing without being instructed, I'm going to walk over to Andy and I'm going to pat him on the back.
I love you too, buddy.
Ysal is lying dead on the floor. When Zora finally takes her knife out of James, he collapses to the floor as well. Akakak, you're stood there with your hand on Andy's shoulder as you hit the thing. Zora, roll me a double dexterity and roll it good. That's my advice.
No. Okay.
How many luck points do you have left?
I have 2 luck points because I've only spent 1.
You might need them.
Yep.
It didn't help me.
7's up.
Yes.
I am going to spend a luck point because I got 2 9s, so that's going to be 4 successes.
You might want to spend 2 luck points.
I'm going to spend 2 luck points, so that's 6 successes.
Yeah. Wow, GM advice. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah,
6
just
successes.
don't argue it.
Five is what I was looking for. So you basically just you realize what's about to happen. You run. You jump down the lift shaft because the lift's at the bottom, and it's got an open top. So you just jump down the lift shaft and run the other length of the ship. It takes about 20 seconds for Andy to crash the ship. You have just enough time to launch the escape pod. Zora, you better roll me a wits and engineering with your... No, you don't get your specialty because you're in combat. With Miracle Worker, because the escape pod doesn't want to launch because it's only got 2 days
It's not
of air.
got 7 days worth of air.
It doesn't want to launch.
I just realised that. Literally, you just said it. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. But you are an environmental expert. You might be able to override it. You might even be able to survive the 3 days trip with 2 days of air. You are able to launch the escape pod. You watch as the Cassandra collides with the glowworm's engines, and there's a huge explosion. Your escape pod is buffeted by the explosion and thrown away, thrown clear. The three of you all end up as free floating particles. There's not much of you left, along with the crew of the glowworm.
I did
Zora,
it.
you're in an escape pod 3 days away from from the nearest place with 2 days of air. What's your plan?
Keep broadcasting from the escape pod.
Uh-huh.
Because the escape pod's got some sort of broadcasting capacity. They had been broadcasting full
What are you
stop
gonna
from where they were. Sorry,
What
say
are you
again.
going to record? What are you going to record?
This is Zora, formerly of the SAR Cassandra. There
Look,
has
you,
been...
not even in my death,
Say that again?
monster. Not even in my death do you respect the ship's name.
This is Zora, formerly of the Cassandi. There has been a catastrophic incident, and I am the only survivor. I am floating through space in an escape pod that unfortunately does not have enough air to reach a planet or any station. My coordinates are... She'll transport the coordinates, and please find me.
So your engines on the escape pod are working, so you give coordinates and course, so people can find you and intercept you. Coordinates, course, and speed, I should say, so they can find you. Why don't you roll me an intelligence and engineering with your specialty to try to fix the environmental systems to make that 2 days of air last 3 days. Rig up a scrubber, something. It is your area of expertise.
You fumble now.
Perhaps.
Yeah, right. This is all the dice as well.
I'm going to use my 3 bad luck points on you. I'm telling you now. Because I have to balance the books.
So that's plus 2. That's plus 2 ones, minus 2 successes. What's the third one do?
No. It's minus 6 successes.
Ah.
And you gain 1s if you go into negative successes as a result. So, does Zora survive? This is the question.
Xenomorph, who was sucked into space through a nearby open airlock, impacts the pod, breaks him for a snack.
No. The pod makes it to Ogmios Free Colony with a dead Zora inside who's suffocated if she doesn't make the roll.
But her ass is still fantastic when she arrives.
That's 9 successes minus 6, you said.
Yeah, so
Wow.
So 3 successes. She's good at engineering and she exploded a few
I
dice.
think you're going to make it. I think you're going to make it to Ogmios Free Colony barely alive, but you're going to make it and land on Ogmios Free Colony and live to fight another day. Congratulations. You survived. Fair and square. Fair and square. Well done.
God
So,
damn.
there you go, everyone. I hope that was fun. It certainly had the dark edge that you guys asked for. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed your renditions of these 4 characters. I've
Oh, thank you.
Especially in combination I think it was absolutely brilliant.